Hi, good morning. Welcome back. I know you have enjoyed solving the problems from your textbook. Many of you have completed the first exercise, I believe. Is there anyone who struck on the problems you have at the end of your exercise? I know. Every year I see some faces of my students like this. When they come across with fractions in the problems given. I love these faces because they don't pretend and don't hesitate to express their doubts in the class. Shall we recap the procedure of adding and subtracting the fractions? If we categorize the fractions into two, we have like and unlike fractions. Like fractions have common denominators. We add them just by adding the numerators. Here we get 2 by 7 plus 3 by 7 is equal to 2 plus 3 by 7, giving us 5 by 7, where the denominator remains same. Here minus 8 by 13 plus 12 by 13 is equal to minus 8 plus 12 by 13 is equal to 4 by 13. The same procedure we follow even for subtracting. Let's have one more example. 23 by 16 plus 11 by 16 minus 5 by 16 gives us 23 plus 11 minus 5 by 16 is equal to 29 by 16. We simplify only the numerators. These are the unlike fractions which have different denominators. Before adding them, we can change them into like fractions because many people feel comfortable in adding the like fractions. Okay, before changing unlike fractions into like fractions, we should recall the equivalent fractions. They are the fractions with same value. See, for one given fraction, we can write countless number of equivalent fractions. How? Just go on multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number. The most common method of adding unlike fractions is changing them into like fractions. Few steps are involved in this. That is, first find the LCM of the denominators. Next, make equivalent fractions with denominator equal to LCM. To add 5 by 6 and 3 by 8, we find the LCM of the denominators, which helps us in changing the given fractions into like fractions. LCM of 6 and 8 is 24. First, let's find an equivalent fraction of 5 by 6, where the denominator should be equal to 24. We multiply 6 by 4 to get 24. To keep the value of the fraction unchanged, we multiply and divide 5 by 6 by 4 to get 20 by 24 because 5 fours are 20 and 6 fours are 24. Similarly, let's find equivalent fraction of 3 by 8 where the denominator must be equal to 24. 8 multiplied by 3 gives us 24. So proceed to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, where we get 3 into 3 by 8 into 3 is equal to 9 by 24. Now 5 by 6 plus 3 by 8 can be written as 20 by 24 plus 9 by 24. Since these two are like fractions, we just add the numerators to get 29 by 24. Let's get back to exercise 2.1 where we have an equation 2x by 3 is equal to 18. We multiply both sides by 3 by 2 where this 3 by 2 is the reciprocal of 2 by 3 or we call it multiplicative inverse. On LHS 2, 2 and 3, 3 get cancelled. Again on the RHS we get 2 ones are 2 and 2 nines are 18, leaving x is equal to 9 into 3. Therefore, x is equal to 27. If we follow the transpose method, again 2x is equal to 18. Sorry, 2x by 3 is equal to 18. Send this 2 by 3 to the right side to become 3 by 2 and multiply 18. We have x is equal to 18 into 3 by 2. See, 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are 18. Leaving x is equal to 9 into 3 is equal to 27. Come and join me in solving one more problem. The last one, okay? We have 8x plus 5 by 2 is equal to 13. Let's keep this 8x and LHS and send 5 by 2 to RHS. Plus 5 by 2 became minus 5 by 2 when it is transferred to the other side. We can write 13 as 13 by 1 and proceed to simplify on the right hand side. LCM of 1 and 2 is 2 and 13 by 1 can be written as 26 by 2 where it is the equivalent fraction of 13 by 1. Again, we write 8x is equal to 26 by 2 minus 5 by 2 which gives us 8x is equal to 26 minus 5 by 2 is equal to 21 by 2. What more we should do? Yes, send this 8 to the right side to become 1 by 8, giving x is equal to 21 by 2 into 1 by 8 is equal to 21 into 1 by 2 into 8 is equal to 21 by 16. As it's an improper fraction, it could be changed to a mixed fraction.